Hi everybody, I'd like to do a video about playing Star Trek Bridge Crew on the PSVR by yourself in solo, just to show you how good it is. And also remember, I'm not playing this with PlayStation Move controllers, I'm playing them on my Dualshock 4. Where I'm now, I'm in the ready room before we go on a mission. There you go, you can see out the back of the USS Aegis, and then we've got our nice ship there. So we can check it out, we can look up through, and then when we look around, you know, we've got all the bits. Remember, you might remember the gold ships from the Enterprise, from the Next Generation. It all looks fantastic. Now, unfortunately, you cannot get up and walk around. If I get up, I can kind of get a little bit up there, but then it says warning. It would be fantastic if you could walk around a bit more. But anyway, so to do the controls, what you do is your left stick controls your left hand. So I can move it around, and your right stick on your DualShock controls your right hand, and then the left and right triggers are the select. And after a while, you know, you get used to it, and it's pretty fast. I guess it's probably more immersive when you're using touch controllers, but I haven't got any yet. Now we have missions we could play through that introduce to it. But I thought what we'd do is we'd do an ongoing voyage, and what the ongoing voyages are, these are, I guess they're procedurally generated missions, but let's just launch and you can see. It's just going to load up in a second, and then we'll start playing properly.
Captain's log, supplemental. We've interrupted our survey to investigate a distress beacon.
Captain, I'm getting a signal of unknown origin here.
Okay. So, we're on the deck of the... well, we're in the on the bridge of the USS Aegis. I'm the captain, so when you play by yourself, you're the captain, and the people I have under my direct controller, Ensign Rao, over there, Ensign Hoyle.
This is an SOS to any vessels in range. We were damaged by a harmonic resonance pulse and have lost multiple systems. We're dead in the water here. Please help.
Right, let me just...
Captain, I can't locate a clear origin for the call.
Okay, so, yeah, so Ensign Rao, who's...
I'm updating your panel.
Yeah, okay, give us a chance. I'm trying to explain this to everybody. So Ensign Rao's my... he does the direction of the ship. Lieutenant Hoyle is tactical.
Entering anomaly.
Lieutenant Tanar over there, she does engineering. And then I've got a science officer in the blue top over there who tells me stuff. And then this lady is my number 2 who... tells me what's going on. So, if we look on... So I can control my left and my right hands. Again, I can't get up, but you know, you can have a good look round. Oh, looks pretty amazing. Okay, well, so first things first. So we can look at our status. So this is how the ship's doing. Hull is there, shields are there. You can see the phaser range, shield level, all that sort of stuff. But then we have objectives. So this is what we've got to do in this particular mission. So it tells us what we're going to do. Locate the source of the signal. So what we do is we just select that, and it tells us what we've got to do. Warp to the Malkev system, scan the relay buoy, follow the signal to its source. So that's basically what we've got to do. Now, the best button in the game is this red button, and when we press this, it goes...
Aye, Captain. Shields up. Arming torpedoes.
Yeah! It is brilliant, brilliant. Well, it's all right. Calm down, everybody. It was just a test. It was just a test. So... what else have we got? Answer hail, status, and objectives. So, you tend to have your objectives up a lot, so you remember what you're meant to be doing, and then you bring up your status to tell you how the ship's doing, and how you've got to give orders. So, if we look over to my left hand now, we've got our, if I press that, we bring up our local map. So you can see us in the middle. That's the Enterprise. The Aegis in the middle. I can change the zoom.
Exiting the anomaly.
And I think green might be our sensor range, and orange is our sensor range, I think, and green is what we can be detected by. Remember, this is the era of the original Star Trek, but in the rebooted universe, so that's why everything looks so posh. But everybody's wearing the old, rather tasteful uniforms. So, we can also look at our impulse map. So this tells you all the different places we can travel to. And our warp map, so these are the big systems we can go to. And then also we can fiddle with our view screen at the front. So if we were, if we had a target, we could look at it. So if I
Moving
go,
out of the anomaly.
if I go back to local and I select a target, what we can do is we can then, if we go back to the view screen, we can then magnify and have a look at that target. But it's just an anomaly, so there's nothing really there. If I tap the top left button on my controller, I can have a look outside what's going on to give you a really good idea what's going on outside the ship. And of course I can look round and it's all in beautiful 3D. Look at that massive planet. Fantastic. Yeah, the graphics are kind of, you know, CGI, you know, PlayStation 3 type stuff. Right, okay, thank you, team. Right, so let's look at our objectives again. So locate the source system. So we've got to warp to the Malkev system. So then what we do is, so we have a look over here, and we select Malkev. Now, to issue orders to my good crew over here, what you do is you press the bottom button on the controller, as an X on your PlayStation controller, and this brings up the different things. And if I look towards the ensign, you can see now so I can tell him to approach a target, avoid a target, set speed, full stop, or if I want to, I can actually zoom over to his panel and I could do his job if I knew what to do. All like that.
Align with warp vector.
Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? And then he can do that. And then that's see my seat's empty. I don't know where the fella's gone. He's obviously gone for a toilet break or something. Anyway, so let's get back into the captain's chair because that's where I'm needed. And press X again. So that's a specific one for Ensign Rao there, and then I've got my crew-wide orders that I can issue that everybody will kind of do. And there's Lieutenant Hoyle, so I can tell her to attack targets, scan them, attack their life support systems, and then the engineer again, I can tell her to more power to the engine, Scotty, and all that sort of stuff. Very good. So let's just come out. Obviously, if you were playing with your friends, you would be telling them, you know, right, I need more power to the engines, or set warp course for that. In the beginning of the game, there's little training sessions you can do that familiarise yourself with the different roles, because this is a very deep game. But anyway, so let's set Malkev. Let's say to prepare. Oh, are we already there? Are we already in the Malkev system? Let's have a look down here. Let's have a look at my impulse. Current location, Venov 3. Okay, so we want to go there. And so what we want to do now is we want to prepare warp. So here we go.
Torpedoes on
Preparing for warp. Diverting power.
Warp course plotted. Lining up for warp.
There we go. So the engineering's added power to the warp.
Warp vector aligned.
Warp
On your
coils
mark,
ready.
Captain.
Right, in fact, let's so you can see that's where we're going. So now I need to go warp. Make it so. Engage. And we're off. And if we look over here, this is right. So now we want to look at our local screen. So we're now in Malkev system. So we've got to scan the relay buoy. So if we go to local.
If we can pull data from the relays in the area, I believe we should be able to locate the original source.
Okay. So if we tap on that thing there, so there's a buoy there. So what I need to do now is I look over to Ensign Rao and I say,
Aye, aye.
approach target, and I can also bring the view screen up and magnify. There he is. So that's what we're heading towards. Now let's bring back the local screen. Now you may have noticed, see, our emission signature is going up because we're travelling fast. So that means that if there's any Klingon ships out there, they could detect us at 30 kilometres, because remember, we don't have cloaks. So we're getting within sensor range now, so I can say to Lieutenant Hoyle, I can say scan the target.
Targeting.
And then over
Scanning
here,
target.
it takes like 20 to 30 seconds, but you can see the green bar going up. So we're scanning that target. See what it is.
Scan complete. I'm picking up an unidentified signal, Captain.
Okay, sounds interesting.
Updating our star charts.
So let's have a look. Let's
Aye, understood.
let's
Throttle
stop.
to 0.
Okay. So, let's just go back and have a look at our objectives. Trace the signal back to its source. Scan the result. Scan results will point us to a new destination, which I guess is there. So now we select that, and then we say to Ensign Rao. Sorry, then we say prepare impulse.
Aye, aye.
Diverting power for impulse.
Right.
Main course for impulse.
There we go. And you'll see the. In fact, let's just turn the.
Course plotted. On your mark.
Let's turn that off, and then I can say engage.
Aye.
Right, so we're heading over to where we've been told to. Just check, see how the ship's getting on. Hull is at 100%, shields at 100%. Everything's looking good. Let's check our objectives. I'm really starting to really enjoy this game. The more you get used to the mechanics of right, what happens? Okay, so we're where we're meant to
I'm
be.
reading multiple hostile contacts.
Okay, so
Torpedoes arming.
red
We're
alert.
showing their sensors.
Okay, so what have we got here? We've got a cruiser, hostile buoy, another hostile buoy there, buoy 2. Now, let's have a look at this guy. Let's magnify him. There he is. So, his shields are full and his hull is 100%. I don't know that much about him at the moment because I haven't done a scan on him. But let's just turn that off. And let's have a look at our local. So, we need to head to that buoy there, but we've got to watch out for this guy. So, and we've got these hostile. So these things will probably blow up and destroy us if we get too close. So I say we head for this thing here. And we go approach target. Let's just keep an eye on things. Right, let's see if we can do a scan of the target. Analyze it.
Aye, aye, Captain. Target selected. Initiating scan.
Okay, and they'll tell me what's going on. I think they're getting a bit close.
Aye,
Let's
full stop.
stop. 24 kilometres away. I wonder what that bird of prey's
Scanning
doing
showing
there.
that anomaly as
Be advised, Captain. The anomaly's effect on our ship will be significant.
Okay, so I think we should get rid of this hostile buoy. So
Our ship
let's
is likely to sustain direct damage as a result. I will update your panel, Captain.
right engage. Oh right, okay. Hazardous. Right, so let's destroy this buoy. Engage.
Staying with
new target locked. Engaging.
Right, let's see what this guy's doing now. Right, we should just... Let's get a scan on this guy.
Destroyed. Understood. Changing target. Scan initiated.
Right, let's have a look at him. Right, he's firing at us. There he is. Right, so let's tell him to engage.
following the
Locking
target.
new target. Firing.
Right, and then I can say power to phasers.
Affirmative. Full power to phaser banks.
See how we're doing. Right, he is at weapons at 91%. Now
Enemy
what I can do
retreating.
now is I could say target his engines. Right, so they're going to go after his engines. Right, come on.
Aye, aye.
Staying with them.
Updating target. Aye.
Following.
Locking on target. Opening fire.
Right, how's he doing? His shields are at 0%, his hull's at 29%. He ain't going to last much longer.
Roger that.
Following.
Updating target. Engaging target. Hostile destroyed.
Right, okay, so let's head for this buoy.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Let's bring this to normal. Let's keep an eye on things. Shields are up. Let's have a look, see how we're doing. Hull 100%, torpedoes 24 left. We're doing all right. We haven't sustained any damage. Right, let's Set speed. Let's go to
Aye,
full.
aye.
Let's go to
Setting
full
throttle
speed.
to full.
Need to keep an eye out though, see if anybody turns up. Right, let's tell engineering to give us a balance power.
Affirmative. Equalizing power.
Let's have a quick look outside. The AI ensign's very good at manoeuvring us around any stuff. So as you can see, as the captain,
Moving into the anomaly.
Detected.
you've got lots of different things to do. And each panel, you've got lots of different skills to learn. So, for example, in engineering, you've got to send repair teams, you've got to balance the powers. The ensign in navigation has to
Exiting
fly
the
it.
anomaly.
Tactical has to engage targets. So you need to learn each one that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask. Let's see if we can analyse the target.
Locking new target.
See if we can.
Scanning.
Right, here we go. Let's slow down.
Aye. Engines to half speed.
So yeah, so the green ring is how far we'd be detected from.
Warning.
Entering
Environmental
anomaly.
hazard detected. Full scan complete.
We have collected enough data. I should be able to trace the location of the distress call. One moment.
Okay. Let's keep heads up,
Updating
people.
our star charts.
Okay, rescue survivors. They're in the Malkev 1 region. So we're already there. So let's look at the impulse. Right, so they're there. And they're in. So we're Malkev 1 Avon for Avor orbit, so we need to be over here. So we
Calculating travel vector.
select that. We tell prepare impulse.
Aye.
Torpedoes
Understood.
disarmed.
Allocating engine power for impulse.
Making ready for impulse.
And then
We're ready to go.
engage impulse.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And we're off to the new thing where we're probably going to run into a load of baddies. So get ready to bring up Red Alert. But this gives you an idea of what it's like to play Star Trek Bridge Crew. Hello, this is a weird place.
Hostile contacts detected.
Let's go to Red Alert.
Torpedoes.
And obviously this story will be continued.